COHBS TV, update beyond expectation.
Hello viewers, there is a saying that a nation that does not honor its heroes is not worth dying for. So in that vein, the COHBS, the MP for Agortime constituency, the DCE and the District Education Office have put together the Teachers' Day celebration for the teachers in the district. So we have here with us the COHBS Chairman. Yes, we want to speak with him so he tells us what has gone into the organization of this beautiful program. You are welcome to COHBS TV, sir.
Thank you. You're also welcome.
Thank you. Kindly tell us your name.
My name is George Gbedemah.
Okay. Mr. George Gbedemah is here with us. We learned the COHBS and then the District Education Office together with the MP have put together this program.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, kindly tell us what has gone into the organization of this program to honor teachers in your district.
A lot has gone into this organization, from the MP down to COHBS, down to other partners in the district. We are talking about award packages, that is the fridge, flat screen television sets, fans and a whole lot. And even the organization involves the PA system, the mobilization of students from other schools to help us do a procession through the principal street of Gbedemah and a whole lot. There's so many things have gone into the organization of this particular celebration.
That's very nice. We also want to know, how was the program funded? How was the funds generated for the program, as in buying of the items to be given to the awardees?
Yeah, thank you. The funds has been given to us by the MP. Initially, this program was instituted by COHBS and later was adopted by the MP of the district or of the constituency, Honorable Charles Agortime. So all the items that we have bought to present on this day have been bought by the MP.
Okay, so we are having a conversation with the COHBS chairman for Agortime-Ziope district, Mr. Gbedemah. So, sir, kindly tell us what are some of the challenges you experience being the COHBS chairman of this district?
Thank you so much. The challenges are many. The challenges coming from the government side, coming from the district, coming from other places. So one of the challenges that are facing, or that is facing COHBS, is lack of motorable roads in the district. You know, as members, as a member of COHBS, it is our responsibility to ensure that teachers who are posted to our district or our schools really accept the posting to the school and perform their responsibilities. But if you have a situation where the roads are not motorable, such that teachers have to walk about 2, 3, 4 kilometers distance before they get to school, it is a challenge. And in other circumstances or in other situations, what normally happens is when it rains, the roads get flooded. So teachers have to walk through the rainwater before they get to school. So these are some of the challenges that we are facing as head teachers. And also, more importantly, is the responsibilities that have been bestowed on us as head teachers. We have a lot of work to do. When we talk about academic responsibilities, we talk about administrative responsibilities, they are enormous. If I want to take on the academic responsibilities, I can talk about writing of lesson notes, I can talk about preparation of data on teachers, that is the staff you have in your school, the data on all those teachers. You have to talk about other things, and even the administrative responsibilities have to do with what? Preparation of capitation SPIP, preparation of Gallup forms, preparation of cash analysis book. We can talk about all of them. I mean, there are a lot of responsibilities that are bestowed on head teachers to carry out. So these are some of the responsibilities or challenges that we head teachers face in the basic schools.
Okay, so with all of these enormous tasks that you have enumerated, are you motivated or compensated enough for the work you do?
There isn't any much motivation, because if I want to be blunt, responsibility allowance for head teachers is not even up to 50 Ghana cedis a month. So if you strike the average, it means even a day a head teacher is not being paid even 2 Ghana cedis as a responsibility allowance. In spite of all these responsibilities, you know, what is more painful is that when you go to our counterpart secondary schools, you have a head teacher with about 2 or 3 assistant head teachers. Some of them are in charge of administration, some of them are in charge of academics, and some of them are in charge of other schedules. And we also have accountant in those schools, and he is mainly responsible for accounting purposes. But in basic school, you, the head teacher, are supposed to perform all these responsibilities. You perform a role as an accountant, you perform a role as a statistic officer, you perform a role as a chief executive of the school, you perform a role as a head teacher of the school, 14 teachers lesson notes, and a whole lot. So if I can count on top of my head, we have about 20 to 30 responsibilities that the teacher performs every day that he goes to school. And all these things come with a compensation of 2 cedis a day. And even at times when you travel from your school to the district center for certain things, you have to use your own money for TNT, and nobody pays you back. So even the money that we sink into the administration of our schools is enough, it's a lot, but we don't get being paid back by government. So these are some of the challenges that health teachers are facing.
Well, I for one, I do not believe in the ideology that a teacher's reward is in heaven. No, a teacher is not working in heaven. So long as a teacher is working here on earth, you should be able to take your motivation or your pay or whatever you are supposed to be taking right here on earth. So the stakeholders, those who are in charge, should do the right thing. They know what should be done. Okay, so we are also much aware of some of the challenges you face in the schools, as in unavailability of learning materials, teaching and learning materials. For instance, we are now in an IT-dominated world. So the use of computer and all these accessories helps the teaching activity to go on smoothly. Now, how feasible it is that as a head, you can apply to NGOs or individuals or students to help schools to get some of these things, so that you don't only depend on government to supply some of these materials you need. Is it feasible? Is it possible?
It is not possible, because even all these things are self-inflicted. They are self-inflicted in the sense that government has given the wrong impression to parents and the general public that education is free. Everything is free. We are going to provide textbooks, we are going to provide exercise books, we are going to provide shoes, we are going to provide pens, pencils. I have even enumerated some of these things in my welcome address. And in the end, government does not even supply all these things because of this wrong impression that has been created on the minds of parents and everybody. If you are ahead and you go to some of these people and appeal to them that we lack A, B, C, and D, please, can you come on board and submit and support us with these things? They will tell you, no, government says education is free. Even the parents who even send their kids to school, they will send them to school without pen, pencils, and any of these things. And if you ask them, they tell you, oh, government says education is free. And government even says that if a child comes to school without textbooks, without exercise books, without pens and pencils, don't sack the child back home. Let the child be in school, because it is not the responsibility of the child to buy those things. And yet you have polluted the minds of the parents of these children that they are not supposed to do anything. They are not supposed to buy anything that are necessary or anything that is necessary in the learning process for the child. So the parents have now gone back to sleep, and you, the government that has promised all these things, you are unable to even provide all these things. So if you are unable to provide all these things, how do the health teachers even get support from the same parents and other people whose minds you have polluted, that they are not supposed to buy anything for their children? So it is becoming extremely difficult to get people on board to help you.
Okay, so to remedy this situation, I will suggest that the various stakeholders play their roles very well, because they know education is the key to success. So with all of these things you have said, if nothing is done about them and early enough, it means the problems that have been from time immemorial will still persist until further notice. So we will just suggest that the stakeholders are able to go about their duties very well and come to the help of these schools and then provide them with the necessary materials they need. Thank you so much for speaking with Voter First TV.
Thank you so much. Your presence is highly appreciated. We wish you all the best, and we know and believe that if we partner with you, and you also echo our grievances and our problems. Probably the authorities may be able to hear our plight and attend to some of these problems that we have been talking about all this while. Just for the betterment of our learners, not for the betterment of the head teacher, but for the betterment of our learners and Ghana as a whole. Thank you too so much for your presence.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
So our viewers, that is it. The schools need support. So the stakeholders should come on board to help our schools to remedy this situation so that teaching and learning will give its full benefits as we expect of it. Do stay with us. Thank you.